Doctors getting red cards, players attacking referees, hair pulling, and even coaches stopping the ball from going out of bounds. These are the craziest red cards in football history. Starting with Buffon's red card, one of the most controversial in history. That day, Real Madrid and Juventus were tied when, at the end of the match, this happened.
The chance was that a push. Michael Oliver says penalty. What about after drama? The push on Lucas Vazquez right at the...
But the craziest part was Buffon's reaction, and the controversy didn't end with his red card. Cristiano scored the goal that knocked Juventus out of the Champions League.
And he scores! Of course he scores! The greatest player...
After the match, Buffon made it very clear what he thought about the referee.
Un animale.
But what this defender did shocked everyone. Did he really think no one would notice? But this player decided to kick the ball at the goalkeeper for no reason. And then he still had the nerve to argue with the referee. Well, compared to what Rodri did that day, this is nothing. He just lost it and went straight after Gibbs White. And Gerrard, who got sent off in less than a minute. He had just stepped onto the field, and the first time he touched the ball, this happened. But in this other match, it was Neuer who crossed the line. Look at what he did to the Leverkusen defender.
And this is a big moment for Handballs, who produces a red card.
But this is nothing compared to the incident that made Cristiano Ronaldo furious. But first, take a look at this player who got sent off after someone bit him. It all started with the tackle on a Preston player that led to an insane fight. But it didn't stop there, because Osmajic went full Suarez and did this to get revenge. But when it comes to red cards, this one is by far one of the funniest in football. Look at this player's reaction when he got sent off.
Kamara, rött kort. Och han springer av och han förtvivlar och arg och frustrerad. Och han gapar. Jesus.
This player received a red card even though he was the one who got fouled. But take a look at why that happened. But when it comes to craziness, no player can top this one. It all happened after a goalkeeper's mistake that led to a goal, and of course, the whole team ran to celebrate. But the way this guy did it was completely insane. There's no way to question that red card. But this next foul was just bizarre. Not only did he foul the player, but he also tried to drag the attacker across the field. And of course, it didn't end well. Now, take a look at what this player did to prevent a goal. And the worst part is, it wasn't even worth getting sent off because his team ended up losing the match anyway. This player realized he wasn't going to reach the ball, so he did this. And, well, he definitely deserved the red card. This goalkeeper almost sent Lewandowski to the hospital in a horrible way, and it nearly ended in a tragedy. The worst part is, he still tried to act innocent. Meanwhile, this player took a kick and still got sent off.
Oh, Veltman, his second yellow card for Declan Rice.
Yeah, he sent him off for blocking a ball.
The referee must have thought he was faking it. What this referee did to Cristiano Ronaldo made him furious. It all started with this play where the star was angry and did this. But, unlucky for him, the referee didn't let it slide.
Return to Spain. It can be reviewed. It's a straight red card.
But what this goalkeeper did to prevent a goal was unbelievable. And the funniest part is that he didn't even try to hide it. He just accepted the red card. But this is nothing compared to the day Luis Suarez got really angry after seeing his rivals being sent off. You won't believe the reason behind it. But first, let's see what happens when it's Son who gets furious. It all happened in this play, where you can see a slick kick to Rudiger. The referee checked the VAR, and Son got a red card.
How's the red? How's the red? Tell me, please!
This player completely crossed the line and nearly got beaten up. But honestly, just look at what he did. What this player did turned the field into a boxing ring. It all started with this foul that led to an instant red card. But the opposing team didn't care, and even after seeing the red, went straight for the guy. In the end, things got so ugly that the player ended up with his shirt torn and got sent off too. This player was sent off for pulling the opponent's hair. Seriously? Why would anyone do that? But this is one of the funniest fouls in women's football. Check out what happened. After that, the referee called for the VAR, which resulted in a red card. But what really stood out was the player's reaction after getting stepped on. Do you think she liked it? This player is crazy. Check out what he had the guts to do. And even after just getting a red card, the guy still did this. But in this match, 2 players were sent off, and it made the opposing team furious. It all happened with just 3 minutes left in the game, when Mourinho called a player over and asked him to do this. At that moment, the enemy team must have been really angry. But it didn't end there. In the final minutes, Casillas and Sergio Ramos started plotting something just as bad. Check out what they did. But the best part is, in the end, it was worth it, because Real won 4-0, and both players cleared their yellow cards. This guy got a red card just 3 seconds into the game. Check out what he did. But one of the most bizarre red cards happened in women's football. And the worst part is, she didn't even touch her opponent. Have you ever seen a doctor get sent off? It all started with this play where a player got injured, and of course, the medical team was called in right away. But instead of rushing to help the player, the doctor did this. After the foul this player made, he definitely deserved more than just a red card. Check out the mistake he made. This guy waited for the referee to turn his back before doing something crazy. Did he really think he could get away with this? But this is nothing. This goalkeeper got sent off for touching the ball with his hands. And the worst part is, he was so far from the penalty area that there was no way to make up an excuse. And believe it or not, that wasn't the only time something like this happened. In another match, Andrew Redmayne did something just as crazy. In this match, the referee had to send a player off for a crazy reason. It all started with this ball dispute that turned into a nasty fight. And it didn't stop there. Check out what the guy did right after being sent off. He even had to be escorted off to avoid causing more trouble. In this play, Neymar tried to fake a foul and ended up embarrassing himself. And from the look on his face, you can tell he knows he messed up big time. Javi was sent off for something completely unexpected. He thought it would be a good idea to kick one of the camera protections, but unlucky for him, the referee saw everything. This player did something so bad that the referee didn't hesitate to pull out the card. Now, tell me, what was the point of all that? And the worst part is, he still walked off complaining as if he hadn't done anything wrong. This coach went above and beyond and tried to cheat during the match. He simply kicked the ball to prevent it from going out, giving his team a chance for a counterattack. This player completely crossed the line. It's normal for things to heat up in a tough match, but check out what Douglas Costa did. He definitely deserved that red card. Although there are much worse moments that the referee just ignores, like this play, which was clearly deserving of a red card. But in this match, two women got into a fight because of an insane foul, and some people still say women's football isn't violent. In this play, one player nearly knocked out the other in a scary way. The foul was so bad that the linesman didn't hesitate at all. Just like in this other match, where a star nearly sent a player to the hospital. Check out the kung fu kick Griezmann gave to Firmino. He definitely deserved that red card. Although Bicoro did something much worse. Take a look. The weirdest part is that he still thought he was in the right. Just check out the look on his face right after. This player had a bizarre idea to stop the counterattack. He just threw himself at the attacker. But of course, that didn't end well. In this match, William got sent off for trying to play goalkeeper. He even tried to pretend he hadn't cheated, but check out what really happened. But few fouls are as strange as the ones Pepe made in this match. The guy literally tried to knee his opponent in the lower regions. This player tried to deceive the referee but ended up getting caught. It all started with this perfect penalty kick. But what really stood out was Eric Hasley's celebration. He celebrated by taking off his shirt, which guarantees a yellow card. But he had an identical shirt underneath. So what did the referee do? Well, he gave him another yellow card and he got sent off. This guy picked the wrong goalkeeper to mess with. After Ilan Meslier's save, a player tried to taunt him, but check out what happened. He may have gotten a red card, but by the look on his face, it was totally worth it. But this is nothing compared to the player who got sent off for eating grass. It all started with this amazing goal from Ayman that ended in the most bizarre way possible. I know the celebration was strange, but did he really deserve a red card for that? Now, take a look at what this goalkeeper did to Cristiano Ronaldo. The goalkeeper even tried to explain himself, but the referee was not having it. And what about this player who got a red card for committing a foul right after being fouled himself? Hold on, you'll understand in a second. The guy simply kicked his opponent while still on the ground. This other player got sent off for hitting his opponent in the face with the ball. From the start, the game was already intense, but during this throw-in, Christian Burgess decided to take out all his frustration. But this foul is easily one of the most brutal in football. Check out what this Olympiacos player did. In this play, a mistake almost led to a goal from the goal kick, and to try and fix this error, Harry Maguire did this. Of course, he got sent off right after that. Red card for that one. And this goalkeeper, who got so scared of Salah, made a huge mistake. It all happened after this beautiful cross that left Salah face to face with the goal. But at the last second, this happened. The guy simply threw himself at the ball outside the box, so there was no way it could end any other way. But in this match, it was the opposite. After a shot that was clearly going to be a goal, Ismael Diallo did this. Too bad he's not a goalkeeper, because it would have been an incredible save. After what this player did in a fight, he had to be sent off. It all started with this play that was clearly a foul and ended up with both teams getting furious. At that moment, Carrasquilla went too far and did this. And of course, the referee didn't forgive him. But nothing compares to the day Anthony tried to fake a foul and ended up embarrassing himself. It all happened during this ball dispute that from the start didn't look good for the star. What the worst part is that not even his own team believed his acting. No wonder he ended up getting sent off. What this guy did after getting a red card left the referee in shock. Check out his reaction. The best part is that in the end, he didn't even manage to take the referee down and ended up embarrassing himself.